tell you about variables in Python. Okay, so in Python you need not to declare any variables. Just write x equal to 5 and y equal to John. Everything will be done. Okay, so it is stored and no need to declare anything. Okay, now if you want to print it, x is means 5 is stored in x and John is stored in y. And now you also need not to define any type of variable. Okay, whatever you will be stored, it will the variable becomes of that type. Okay, like if I want to store 4 in x, it will become by default integer type. And if I store any integer, any string in x, it will become uh, string type. Okay, now you can print it and check it. Now if you want to categorically change the type of any variable, like I want to store 3 as a string, so I have to write str3. Now if I want to store 3 as an integer, I have to write int3. It is known as casting. Okay, and if I want to store same 3 as a float, uh, okay, so you can cast like this. Okay, now print xyz, print xyz. It's stored like string, integer and float. Okay, now if I want to know type of any variable, okay, like I have stored 5 in x, so its type should be integer, but if I want to check it, I can check it like this. Okay, similarly type of y should be string, and you can see type bracket x. Okay, and in Python, if you string means double quotes John is same as single quotes John. Okay, so either you can use any one convention. Now we will discuss different data types in Python. Okay, so one is a string, means if you store if you write x is equal to hello world, it will be string. Then if you will write x is equal to 20, it will become integer. If you will write x is equal to 20.5, it will become float. If you will write in a complex notation, it will become a complex data type. Okay, now some other important data types are list. Okay, if you write something as a list, let us uh, check it. Okay, so I'm going to write the list. X is equal to, okay, okay. Now I I have stored this in list. Now I want to print the value of x. Okay, so this is the list. Okay, now let us check, can list store the different values or not. Okay, so let's try this also. Let us take a variable y where I want to store 1 and then a and then 3.0. Okay, and now I will check whether list is capable of holding data of different types or not. Okay, so now I want to print, yeah, it can store data of multiple types. Okay, so you have to try preparing the list. Now another data type is tuple. Tuple means tuple is just like the list, but you cannot change the value of the list. Okay, by changing I mean uh, suppose I want to change the value a. Okay, so first check y at y1 we have a, so I can write y1 3. Okay, just run it, and now if I print y, you can see that value has changed. Okay, this was the original value y, this was the original value 1 a and 3. and now y1 3, and the value has changed. Okay, now tuple is just like the list, but you cannot change it. Okay, like if I write the same as a tuple equal to, let's copy that. Okay, okay, so tuple, bracket of tuple is this bracket. Okay, now I'm okay, now I want to print y1, y1. Okay, it will give you a, but if you'll try to change the value of, okay, it will give you error. Means it will say that it does not allow this kind of a thing. So in some programming logic, we need this type of constraint in our data. Okay, now then there is a dictionary where we have key value pair, where means name equal to John and age is equal to 36. Before that it was a range. If I write x is equal to 6, means it, let's see how range works. Okay, range 8 means, okay, 0 to 8. Okay, it will store value in a sequential manner 0 to 8. Okay, in the later section I will discuss more about the range, where I will discuss loops. Okay, so now then there is a set. In a set, repetitive values are not allowed. Okay, and then frozen set is is like a set, but you cannot change the values. And then there is a boolean value, then bytes, then byte array, and memory view. Okay, um, only boolean is important at this point of time. So in your lab you will try all these things.